Hello friends, welcome to you all here in this current affairs session. Here we will discuss some questions as we have been doing and along with static fact. The questions I have taken here is very important for your upcoming exams. So please watch this session carefully and try to remember all the inputs are being discussed here. So moving to the question number 1. Medtronic Foundation to invest what amount in STEM? Medtronic Foundation to invest what amount in STEM, and that is option B, $4 million. Medtronic Foundation pledges $4 million employee volunteerism to 13 STEM programs serving underrepresented students. The Medtronic Foundation has announced that it will invest nearly $4 million in 13 educational organizations serving the underrepresented and underserved K-12 students in Minnesota, Northern California, and Puerto Rico, in an effort to create opportunities for the economic advancement through STEM education. So this is $4 million. This is the amount, the proposed amount that is to be pledged to invest in STEM, that is K-12 students in Minnesota, Northern California, Puerto Rico, right? Okay, so moving to next one. Recently, which IIT developed a 3D printer prints furniture out of a construction waste? And that is option C, IIT Guwahati. The concrete printer is jointly developed by IIT Guwahati and Delta C's E-Forming. Delta C's E-Forming join hands with IIT Guwahati to form a 3D printer prints furniture out of the construction waste. These structures were mold casted, which requires more concrete material, labor, and formwork preparation. And researchers from IIT Guwahati have developed this printer from the construction waste to print furnitures. The concrete printer jointly developed by IIT Guwahati, Delta C's E-Forming, and this is in according to the capability of size, that is 1 meter long, 1 meter wide, and 1 meter tall as per the official statement, right? National Voters Day is observed on, and that is 25th of January. The Election Commission of India on 25th of January celebrates the National Voters Day to commemorate, this is National Voters Day to commemorate the date when it was first established in 1950. And the day holds a significance for the country's democracy and is dedicated to spreading the awareness and importance about the voting, participating in nation's electoral process. And here is the theme for National Voters Day, that is making elections inclusive, accessible, and participative. An event is scheduled on January 25th. So what's the theme here? That is making elections inclusive, accessible, and participative. And this is virtually attended by Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu due to ongoing pandemic situation. Minister of Law and Justice Kiran Rijiju will also as the guest of honor in this particular event, right? So what's the theme here for National Voters Day? That is making elections inclusive, accessible, and participative. Making elections inclusive, accessible, and participative is the theme for National Voters Day, which is being celebrated on 25th of January. Moving to next. Which organization signed an agreement with US-based clinic Cleveland for global second opinion service? And the answer here is Apollo Hospitals. In an initiative to provide the international second opinion services to patients, Apollo Hospitals, this is it, group has announced a tie-up with the Clinic by Cleveland Clinic. The Clinic by Cleveland Clinic. At Apollo, we strive to break up all the barriers that come in the way of the patients getting nothing but the best care, empowering the doctors with the global peer support in ratifying the diagnosis and exploring innovative management plans in one step and in that direction, said Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospital Group. Right, so the answer here is Apollo Hospital signed an agreement with US-based clinic, that is Cleveland, for global second opinion service, and here it is, right? Okay, so moving to next. National Tourism Day is observed on, and this is the same day, that is 25th of January, right? National Voters Day. is being celebrated across the country on January 25th every year to appreciate the India's beauty and spread awareness about the importance of tourism and its impact on the economy. The Ministry of Tourism is observing the National Tourism Day under the aegis of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, a 75-week grand celebration to mark the 75 years of India's independence. This year, the theme for National Tourism Day, that is rural and community-centric tourism. So, National Tourism Day is observed on 25th of January and the theme is rural and community-centric tourism. Rural and community-centric tourism is the theme of National Tourism Day and it is being celebrated on 25th of January and this is to mark the 75 years of India's independence, that is 75-week grand celebration, right? Moving to next. Healthcare startup StanPlus raises what amount in Series A funding led by marquee investor. This is a top investor, that is it's talking about led by marquee investor and that is $20 million. StanPlus has raised $20 million in a massive Series F investment. The round was led by marquee investors including the Health Quad, Kalari Capital, HealthX Capital, Singapore, Pegasus, Hiranandani Family Office, Sandeep Singhal, Avana and Prashant Malik also participated alongside with a clutch of angel investors, right? Notably, this is the largest Series A funding raised in the healthcare sector. Overall capital infusion with a leverage to scale up StanPlus operation to 500 hospitals, launch its flagship Red Ambulance brand in 15 cities from the current 5. So it will be extended to 15 cities, the flagship Red Ambulance brand service from the current 5. And StanPlus, that is raised the amount $20 million and in healthcare StanPlus, this has raised the amount to $20 million in a Series A funding led by marquee investor. That's it. If it's talking about the top investor, that is marquee investor. Remember this. Okay. Food delivery giant Swiggy crosses the market valuation to what amount? And that is $10.7 billion. Food delivery giant Swiggy has raised the $700 million in the Invesco-led new funding, which according to sources has made the outfit of Decacorn, almost doubling its valuation to $10.7 billion. Swiggy's latest valuation is almost double that of Zomato before the latter went on the initial public offering. That is, Zomato valued at $5.4 billion before its initial public offering. So, Bengaluru-based Swiggy has overtaken the budget hospitality company Oyo, whose valuation dropped to $8 billion in 2020, $10 billion in 2019 and then increased to $9 billion in 2021. So here we are talking about Swiggy. So its market valuation crossed what amount? That is $10.7 billion. That's it. Moving to question number 8 here. Who wrote the book Rebels Against the Raj? Rebels Against the Raj. This book is written by Ramachand Guha, right? Ramachand Guha's latest book, Rebels Against the Raj, a fascinating story of 7 foreigners who lived in India at different times between 1893 and 1984 and in the course of tumultuous century made the country and her many struggles their own. So, Rebels Against the Raj, this is the name of the book and this is written by Ramachandra Guha, right? Here is the peak, you can see. So, this is the questions I have discussed here. Very important. Practice these questions and revise these questions more number of times so that you can remember for longer period of time. So that is all for now. I hope that is all understood by you and good day.